Yo, what is up, guys? And we are back for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And if you guys are unaware of what is going on Global Dokkan, hi, it's the 6th-year anniversary, but specifically Part 2. Part 2 stuff is coming, like tonight-ish, tomorrow-ish, sometime in that frame. So what I want to do, if you guys are not aware of what's going on, like in Part 2, we are getting several Dokkan Awakenings for some free-to-play units. We are getting the Int UI Goku EZA, and then all the way in Part 3, we will be getting the EZAs for all of those Dokkan Awakened free-to-play units, and then we will be getting the Goku and Frieza LR EZA. So what do EZAs equal? Lots and lots of Zeni. So what I want to do in this video is kind of do a little bit of an update video on if you pulled the new units, there are actually a lot of stages that you can run with the new units where they're going to absolutely dominate. Oh, you love to see the 3 dodge, right? Hey, we'll take it. So we're starting out here in Int Kid Boo's EZA. Okay, so we're getting super attacked here. We basically did no damage to him there, but I'm not sweating it too bad. Yeah, 17k. At least we're not taking a lot. But we're starting out in Int Kid Boo's EZA, and Int Kid Boo is weak to Pure Saiyans. Specifically, he is weak to Super Int and Super Fizz Pure Saiyans. And if you guys are aware the power of Int Evolution Blue Vegeta, man, so he's going to get this. There's a crit, and then obviously if he could have done one more super attack, that would have also been a guaranteed crit. So I kind of just want to go through this video and run a couple EZAs, man, because there are a lot, probably a lot more than people even realize, where these two units are going to absolutely dominate. Let's go ahead and let Angel Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta have a little fun there. I rarely get to use him. It's kind of fun when I get to use him. So again, Int Kid Boo, weak to Pure Saiyan, so Vegeta is going to dominate in here, right? So Super Int and Super Fizz type. And I'm telling you, there are a lot of EZAs that we're going to go through, so I'm going to go ahead and just skip to the next one. Alright, so here we are in the next EZA. So we are up against the Pride Troopers, and they are weak to Universal Survival Saga, aka one of the best teams in the game. So this is obviously not going to be problematic at all. We are, of course, running AGL UI Goku, and actually I decided to run a double AGL UI Goku, honestly just for sake of the video, so we could at least get him on film before we absolutely just decimate Topo and Dispo. Now this stage clearly is just not scaled for this level of power. Like, you know, I mean, I'm sure they knew what was coming. I'm sure they had the foresight. There's the dodge, by the way. 70% chance to dodge. I'm sure they knew what was coming, but again, you can't really scale an EZA for this kind of power, right? Maybe an LR EZA or something like that, because you are using exclusively LRs. But, like, look at how much... I mean, we just did so much damage to these guys in one turn. I think with the right turn, like this is a 79% Goku, I believe. If we would get a double super double crit or triple super triple crit or something like that, like it would just be absolutely like they just don't stand any, like just not a snowball's chance in hell. Like this is just like, this is a whitewash. Like this is just like, this is an obliteration, right? So, yeah, the Pride Troopers EZA is, you know, again, weak to USS. That is specifically Super and Extreme, AGL, Tech, and STR. So obviously a lot of other good options, including Goku and Frieza, STR UI Goku. I mean, a lot of these units that are on the team with us, right? Can we take him down here, please? Just for the sake of the video, right? I think Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken will be able to take it down here. And anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and carry on with the rest of the video. There are a lot more EZAs to go. Alright, so we are here against everyone's favorite monotype leader, Super Saiyan 3 Broly. And obviously, we are showcasing here Int Evolution Blue Vegeta. Now, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, he's weak to Siblings Bond, as you could probably tell by the double Go Bros lead. And that is a Super Tech and Super Int Siblings Bond team, specifically, right? Now, a lot of these other units on Siblings Bond, like some of the, like the androids and stuff, for instance, even like, oh, thickness Toa or something like that. Like, you could easily run her on here, and she's providing some really nice attack, defense, and ki to some of these units who, quite frankly, could really need it. Now, Vegeta on this team, not going to fit in the craziest by any means. We will have Vados on rotation with us next turn, but remember, she's not providing any ki. And unfortunately, Vegeta, he builds up attack. Ooh, that's kind of a lot of damage there, Go Bros. My boys, please. But remember, Vegeta, he builds up ki every single time that he attacks. So it can kind of be a little bit slow going. We might end up just killing him here. We'll see what happens. And we'll just go ahead and move on to the next one. But you guys can see. Super Saiyan 3 Broly, man, he's going to go down like a punk. And I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video. A lot of these EZAs are at varying levels, like very, very big varying levels, right? So I think Super Saiyan 3 Broly, I think he's only in like the 34, 35 level range. Int Kid Buu, he was in the same sort of range, 34, 35. It looks like we are going to go ahead and indeed take him out right here with Tech Beerus. And then the Pride Troopers, they're up in the 50s, but I think it's pretty easy to see, right? There are a lot of EZAs that these guys are going to be dominant in. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alrighty, so here we are in another EZA where they are both going to dominate. So these are the Warrior S's of Universe 6, aka Kale and Caulifla, right? So this is their EZA stage, and they are, of course, weak to the reps of U7. Now, Goku, I think, could easily, like, man, this is a 90%er, so he could easily just go ham. Obviously, Vegeta, going to fit in much better over here. Actually, I think, well, I should have put Goku in the middle. This is fine, though. This is fine. Honestly, Vegeta shares 5 links with both of them, so it doesn't really matter a lot. Yeah, this is better, right? We got him a little bit more ki. So, but, you know, units having prepared for battle and Tournament of Power, Vegeta just linking up much better, right? So Goku going to link up actually quite well on a lot of his teams. As much as people like to criticize that shocking speed link, straight up, man, he links up better with a lot of non-Saiyan characters, so he can fit in on some of those quirkier teams. Like, yeah, you know, if you're trying to run him on pure Saiyans, yeah, maybe he'll struggle a little bit. There are a lot less units on there with shocking speed, but, you know, on his own team, on this team, for instance, like, he's still fitting in very well. I do understand the premise of him not having over in a flash, right? But it doesn't really matter. There's the guaranteed crit. This team links up so incredibly well with that Tournament of Power link. Let's go ahead and let Goku. I think Goku could probably, like, well, let's do this. Let's let Go Frieza have a little bit of fun too. You know, they are closing in on an EZA here pretty quick. I probably will do kind of a last look little showcase on them because they are still ridiculously powerful. If you can get the opponent's attack lowered, they are still hitting like crazy attack stats. So, ooh, some big time damage there. I think Goku could probably outdamage him right here. You know, a 2.54 milli attack stack, y'all already know, 50% chance to crit. Any additional attacks after this are guaranteed crits. Ooh, we didn't get it. Now, in this particular case, I floated off Vegeta, so that's kind of a bummer, but I guess we'll get another look at Goku here. I was not planning on any of these going 3 turns, but let's just go ahead and do it, right? You know, might as well. We're here. I'm in for it. Just strap in, right? But yeah, I do like the way, you know, just upon using Vegeta, I did just recently pull him. I think I literally pulled him, what, 2 days ago? Just upon using him a little bit, I can clearly see his struggles for ki, right? Because he builds up ki with attack. I think I was starting to kind of mention that in the last little EZA bit, but he just does, man. He can struggle without those big ki links active. There are no other units on this, you know, reps of U7 team with royal lineage, so that is obviously an issue, other than Evolution Blue Vegeta, the AGL one. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Still a lot to go. Alright, so here we are yet again in another EZA. So this is Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta's EZA, the Super Int one, right? So the Realm of Gods support unit, right? So he's kind of the counterpart to Fusion Zamasu. But again, here we go. Int Evolution Blue Vegeta, man, going to absolutely dominate in here. Let's just make sure we get all of the attacks we can with Vegeta. And he's going to be double supported on this particular turn, this is pretty damn good, I would say. There might be some rendition where you can have like a double Vegeta leader or something like that. But this Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, he is weak to Bond of Master and Disciple, as you can probably tell by the double digits, you like that, but by the double future Gohan leader, right? So, and then of course that is Super Int and Super Fizz he is weak to, so Vegeta going to be able to do some absolute work in here, especially when you start getting some dupes in these guys. You know, I'm getting the question pretty recently, should I keep summoning on the banners? Ooh, that was some good damage. And my answer would be yes, maybe until you pull 1 or 2 dupes apiece. You know, and again, that's kind of a tall order anyway. Ooh, I really would have liked to get the dub there. Oh well, let's just carry on. You know, I know that that is a tall order, so obviously if your luck just runs out, man, it runs out. You know, what can you do? But there are very, very few banners where you're going to get the value. Like, there's just, there are very, very few. At this point, it's basically the anniversary, because all of the other major celebrations we are getting with JP, right? So, but anyway, that is a topic for another video. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so here we are in another EZA up against Fusion Zamasu. We are about level 35, and the point that I was making earlier comes to play right now. So we are just sitting here at a measly 6 key because we're not linking up with either of these other units who both have shocking speed, right? That is, you know, that's a problem. So look at Piccolo being able to show us where super attacks are. Now, luckily we get lucky with the orb changing, and Fizbeerus is a rainbow orb changer when you're up against a Realm of Gods enemy. So Fusion Zamasu, speaking of, he is weak to worthy rivals, and that would be Super Int and Super Fizz. We're obviously going to take nothing here because he gets damage reduction upon getting hit. I truly wish, man, his key mechanic... Oh, we took a little bit of damage there. I truly wish his key mechanic was more based on him getting attacked. I don't know. To me, it makes more sense, like, canonically anyway, right? Just him taking attacks, him getting key, that kind of thing. There's the crit. I would have liked to see another super attack there, right? But, you know, again, another stage where Vegeta is just going to dominate. Now, there are still several on here in which Goku is going to dominate, but a lot of these, you know, we're kind of seeing a lot of Vegeta action in these middle stages. So just another thing to kind of point out here is I am going more or less in like reverse chronological order. So I'm starting with the most recent, just going down the list, right? So as we get lower and lower down the list, remember that all of these are going to scale even worse, right, to these highly powerful LRs. Like, he's probably going to, yeah, get killed from that. So we'll continue that point in the next EZA. Alrighty, so here we are in the next EZA. Now, we are up against STR Omega Shenron. This is going to be one of those stages that you can just basically grind until infinity, right? So, see, look at that. This is a situation, well, over in a flash wouldn't really help him here, but yeah, so Omega Shenron. STR Omega Shenron, he is weak to the Kamehameha team, specifically Super AGL. Now, for some reason, you did not have AGL LR Gohan. You could easily run LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku in here, right? It'd be a very, very comparable thing, but just remember that you're going to get better defense from a double Gohan leader. So, obviously, you know, Goku being Super AGL, the best unit in the game, and on the Kamehameha team, he is going to absolutely dominate STR Omega Shenron. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one quickly. All right, so here we are in the Father-Son Gallic Gun stage. Week 2, of course, Realm of Gods, and Vegeta got a bomb-ass opening rotation with one of his best linking partners, sharing 5 of 7 links with STR UI Goku, and I decided to dust off old Int UI Goku, right? Int UI Goku, post-EZA, man, he is an absolute animal, particularly if you can get him to transform. So obviously I ran my own Int UI Goku as lead, and then I used an STR UI Goku friend. I think that this is, if you're going to grind this, you know, to Kingdom Come or whatever, that's probably a pretty good strategy, particularly after his EZA, right? Honestly, Int UI Goku can still dominate in here pre-EZA. I mean, again, the point I was making a little bit earlier is as you go further and further down the list, these stages just are not scaled for this kind of power, dude. I mean, I mean, you saw Vegeta, man. He put up a 2.6 million attack stat, and that was a 50% chance to crit. And he could have potentially got 2 more that were going to be guaranteed crits, right? I mean, it's just like you can't really scale for that. And then, you know, defensively, I mean, he was sitting there at probably 150,000 defense. He's taking 23K on normals, but it just doesn't matter, right? It really does not matter. There's that shocking speed link. Booyah. Again, I hate to say it, like, I love Vegeta, man. He is an incredibly powerful unit, but I actually quite like Goku having that shocking speed link. I think it is actually pretty nifty, if you ask me. Considering that, you know, for all intents and purposes, I don't want to say he's at Angel level, but I guess you could maybe consider him at low tier Angel level. I'm not trying to undersell Whis or Vados or anything. I'm not saying he's at that level. But I think, you know, if you were to compare him to like a low tier Angel, like Miras, for instance, from the manga, I think that, you know, mastered UI or, you know, MUI, the true UI, is probably comparable with, again, a lower tier Angel. So I think it does kind of make sense. Ooh, there's God Goku. I'm afraid God Goku will probably ruin it for us, right? He'll probably just kill him. Let's go ahead and put Int Vegeta out front, and I think he'll probably be able to close it out here for us. But I think the bottom line is, in all of that, is I do quite like the shocking speed link on Goku. And Vegeta getting stuck with Royal Lineage, dude, on every single one of his cards. It's great, man. Like, it does help him a little bit on Vegeta's family and stuff. But now Vegeta's family, they're going to need a lot more units, like, from the Tournament of Power and stuff to help Vegeta on that team. You know, Vegeta's family, this is a huge buff to the Vegeta's family team. I will do a video on that because it is a monster buff. Vegeta's family is actually kind of like a runnable team now. But that's probably a topic for another video. But they certainly have gotten a lot of buffs recently. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alrighty, so here we are in another EZA stage. I should also point out the last EZA we were just in, the Father-Son Gallic Gun, that was weak to Realm of Gods, Super Int, Super Fizz, and Extreme AGL. I do want to make this more or less a comprehensive list. So here we are in the next one. Now this stage here, this stage is the Goku Jr. stage, which is weak to Vegeta's family, as we were just talking about. And then it is... And of that, it is going to be weak to AGL, Int, and Fizz. And that would be Super and Extreme, which is, of course, relevant because Majin Vegeta. Now, Vegeta's family is about to get very, 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 very powerful. They are closing in on, like, several monster EZAs, including AGL Majin Vegeta, including Super Saiyan Trunks, right? The LR Trunks. And then, of course, is it Teen Trunks Future, the Prime Battle card? And then you could even go a step further, maybe within the next year and a half or something. We should be getting the EZA for the Prime Battle Vegeta, right? The Int Pure Saiyans leader, right? So we should be getting an EZA for that guy at some point too. So closing in on a ton of EZAs. You know, Vegeta's family constantly getting buffed, although I would definitely say it needed this buff. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, here's yet another EZA. So another one in which Vegeta is going to just be dominating. You can see he's kind of winning this little EZA battle that we have going here. Now, again, it is a crying shame that he does not build up ki upon getting hit, because this would be a very good situation for him. But you're up against Tech Beerus. Now, Tech Beerus is weak to Realm of Gods. This was during a time where there were like 5 Realm of Gods units, right? So, you know, this, again, another, just to add to the point, right? Like, this is just not scaled to some of these newer Realm of Gods units. Like, you can see some of the other contents of my team will never make it that far. But, you know, God Goku, Int Rose, those types of units, you know, Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, that LR. So here comes the guaranteed crit. You'll love to see it. Vegeta, give me one more, just for fun, for the sake of the video. Because you're kind of stealing the show here in this particular video. Oh, there it is, the triple super! That's a 55% Vegeta. He's about to one-shot Tech Beerus, man. This is ridiculous. Ooh, almost the one-shot. Almost the one-shot. So, again, weak to Realm of Gods, Int, and Fizz, and that goes for Super and Extreme. So you can basically just go full LR power, right? So, again, I believe we have one more EZA that we can hop into. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, so we are here. This is actually the last one of the video. You guys are probably like, oh, thank God. But this is the Fizz Kid Boo EZA, and this one might have the highest potential, the highest grinding potential in the game. So Fizz Kid Boo, check this out. He's weak to Pure Saiyans, Super AGL, and Super STR, which are arguably the strongest typings in the game, right? So he is weak to the strongest category in the game and the strongest 2 typings in the game. Now, if we could just get a new leader, we'd be good to go. So watch Goku kind of go ham here. Not linking up the craziest with the LR Super Saiyan 4s, like at all, but he at the very least does have Fierce Battle Legendary Power prepared for battle. So that is nice. And then hopefully we can dodge this just to show off a little bit. And we do indeed get the dodge. You'll love to see it. I think we're going to probably one-turn Fizz Kid Boo. But again, you know, there are so many other variations you can run of this team. You could just run a straight-up full, you know, mono STR team with the STR Goku on the team, right? And then, of course, after the same name update, you can go ahead and run STR Super Saiyan 4 on this team with the LR Super Saiyan 4. So real quick before we wrap up the video, let's go ahead and check the spoils of all of our grinding. Okay, so here we are. Let's go ahead and select all of the Hercule statues. Now, there were not 16. By my count, there were 11 EZAs that we could easily hop into with the new units, the new LR. So roughly 24 million Zeni. And that was a very, I was providing commentary and everything else. So that was a very, very modest sort of run. I'm up over 600 million. I'd like to get up over 1 billion before the anniversary is over, right? Just because all of these EZA stages are up. And your boy is not trying to use infinity stones on stamina, right? So grinding EZAs and that kind of thing, that's kind of fun to do while you're waiting for your stamina to recharge. As you can see, I'm up to over 100 now. I can probably grind some more link levels at this point. But guys, let me know what you think of the video, man. Obviously, the new LRs, they're dominant in Super Battle Road. They're dominant in the long event. They're dominant in the God event. They're dominant even in EZAs. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to grind any of these EZAs to Kingdom Come, you know, get some Zeni. Remember, just real quick before I wrap up the video, traditional EZA is going to run you about 35 million Zeni, and then sub-EZAs or free-to-play EZAs, you know, the Extreme Z area, those are going to run you somewhere around like 14 million Zeni just to fully EZA these units. So if you start doing some math, man, that is a lot of Zeni you're going to need. Slap a like if you enjoyed it, and of course, consider subscribing if you happen to be new. I love you guys, and thank you for your support. It means the world, and I will catch you in the next one. Later.